Today we will be assessing flexibility using 4 different flexibility assessment tests. Prior to beginning the test, a 5-minute aerobic warm-up should be performed. Once warm-up is completed, proceed to the first of 4 tests. The Canadian Trunk Forward Flexion Test is going to assess hamstring and lower back flexibility. Shoes should be removed and feet should be placed flat against the box. You will need to reach forward as far as possible while exhaling, keeping both hands together, not allowing one to surpass the other, and hold for 2 seconds. This stretch will be measured in centimeters and is used to classify one's flexibility. This test classifies and categorizes a person based on age and gender. In my case, I reached 26 centimeters, giving me a classification of good. The next assessment is the YMCA sit and reach test. For this one, shoes need to be removed as well, and a yardstick would be placed on the floor with a strip of tape that will hold it in place at the 15-inch mark. Feet will be spread apart from 10 to 12 inches and placed at the edge of the tape. You will reach forward as far as possible while exhaling and hold for 2 seconds, making sure both hands are kept together. I was able to reach to the 17-inch mark, giving me a classification of above average. The next is going to be the chair sit and reach test, which is appropriate for an older population and will be measuring hamstring flexibility. Sitting on the edge of a stable chair that is approximately 17 inches in height, keep one leg extended to the ground with head in normal alignment and corresponding foot dorsiflexed. Reach as far as possible with both hands and again hold for 2 seconds. While exhaling as you reach, a partner holding the ruler at the big toe will document the distance reached in inches between the toes and the hands. If reaching past the toes, use a positive number to assess the distance. Score 0 at the toes and negative if unable to reach them. Final assessment will be the Thomas test, used to assess hip flexor flexibility. Lying supine facing up on the floor, raise one knee up to the chest while keeping the opposite leg straight. Flexibility will be measured by noticing the distance between the knee and the floor. If the individual has very little distance between the knee and the floor when the knee to the chest came up, the hip flexor is considered to be flexible. If the straight leg comes up significantly, it would be considered to be inflexible. This is performed on both legs with the same procedure followed. All of the previous assessments should be repeated twice, with the best scores recorded for evaluation with the exception of the Thomas test.